This is an AI-imagined desert journey, an original interpretation inspired by Earth's driest landscapes. We're chasing.
The road looks simple, but every kilometer teaches survival. Thin air, fierce sun, and a landscape that refuses to be ordinary. A quiet desert gateway appears. Earth-toned streets where travelers prepare for landscapes that barely seem real. In a desert like this, water isn't comfort, it's strategy. Every drop matters, every plan matters. The air bends light into illusions, mirages that make the horizon feel like it's floating. Ahead is a valley that looks like the moon, stone shaped by dryness, wind, and time. Salt becomes stone here, crystal armor over the earth, sharp enough to look freshly carved. The wind is a patient artist, drawing and erasing the same lines, day after day. Walking here feels like moving inside a fossil, layers of time pressed into canyon skin. Some shapes look sculpted, but nothing here was placed by humans. Only wind, salt, and time. Underfoot, the desert breaks like glass, dryness turned into sound. As the sun lowers, the desert changes personality. Harsh becomes glowing, and silence becomes cinematic. From up here, the land looks endless, like the world forgot to add water to this part of the map.
Time is visible here. Watch the shadows. This desert measures hours like a giant sundial.
Even the dust turns to gold at sunset, like the air is briefly set on fire.
When darkness arrives, it arrives cleanly. No haze, no softness, just space opening overhead.
This is the kind of sky that makes you whisper, so clear the universe feels close.
Look up. This isn't just a sky. It's a river of stars pouring across the night. Before sunrise, the desert is freezing, proof that dryness can be both fire and ice. We climb toward the high plateau, where the air thins and the land grows even stranger. Ice appears, then vanishes as the sun rises. This desert changes faster than you expect. Steam rises from the earth like white breath, heat hidden under a frozen morning. Water boils straight out of the ground, powered by deep geothermal force. Sunrise turns steam into gold, like the desert is briefly lit from inside. Beauty and hazard share the same ground here, one careful step at a time.
Life exists in the margins, quiet animals adapted to thin air and scarce water.
In the cold altitude, warmth feels miraculous, comfort powered by the Earth's hidden heat.
Out here, scale is overwhelming. Roads feel like pencil lines across a giant canvas.
Flamingos turn a harsh lagoon into living poetry, grace in a place built for extremes.
The ground fractures into geometric art, dryness turning Earth into a map of tiny continents.
Wind writes moving lines across the lagoon, then erases them instantly. Mountains stand like guardians, massive, ancient, and indifferent to everything smaller than stone.
Villages here feel like islands, human life anchored carefully in a sea of desert.
Culture survives where nature is unforgiving, color and craft standing against the monotone land.
We descend toward minerals, the desert's signature, where the ground glitters instead of blooms.
It feels like a frozen sea, except the waves are made of salt and mineral crust. Every step sounds brittle, like walking on a memory of water.
Color appears where you least expect it. lagoons like gemstones set into mineral crust.
In the middle of salt, life gathers around shallow water. Small miracles repeating daily.
Halfway through, the desert reveals its secret. Emptiness isn't nothingness. Even silence has structure.
Crystals catch the light like tiny mirrors, turning the ground into a field of glitter.
Even here, the modern world reaches in, tiny shapes on the horizon, dwarfed by the desert's scale. Watch the sand move, erosion in real time, the desert reshaping itself quietly.
Dunes rise like frozen waves, beautiful, but demanding every ounce of breath.
Climbing is a negotiation with gravity. 2 steps forward, 1 step sliding back.
From the top, the desert looks alive, ridges and folds like the skin of a sleeping giant.
Even simple movement feels epic here, because the landscape turns motion into cinema. The desert doesn't hold on to anything for long. Not footprints, not water, not even the moment. After extremes, the town feels gentle, like a harbor after a storm of stone.
Warmth is earned here, through food, community, and a break from the wind.
The night doesn't feel empty. It feels wide, like the world is giving you room to think. In skies like these, the universe becomes an open book, clear, sharp, and infinite.
The sky moves slowly, steadily, reminding you the earth is traveling even when you stand still.
The desert rewards early mornings because its best moments live at the edges of day.
Higher again, toward lakes that look impossible in a world that barely allows water.
Blue so intense it feels painted, yet it's real inside this imagined world of altitude and cold.
2 lakes, 2 moods, each reflecting a different shade of mountain light.
The smallest life forms are the bravest, holding on where conditions say they shouldn't. Up here, weather moves fast, like the mountains are breathing through the sky. Descending feels like entering another world again, still vast, still dry, but heavier with air.
Minerals color the earth in bands, geology displayed like a museum wall with no glass.
Canyons feel sculpted by invisible hands, soft curves shaped by rare water and constant wind.
The desert hides detail inside detail, tiny glittering minerals like stars embedded in stone.
At peak heat, the desert becomes a mirage machine, air itself turning into a moving lens.
Everyone tries to capture it, but the desert always looks bigger than any frame. We return as the light softens, because this desert saves its richest colors for late day.
Sunset isn't subtle here. It's a slow performance painted across stone and sky.
The wind reminds you who's in charge. This place is beautiful, but never tame.
Then the desert hands the story back to the sky, star by star. In many places, lights erase the cosmos. Here, darkness reveals it.
Tonight, the Milky Way isn't a faint stripe. It's a city of light, stretching beyond imagination.
A quick streak, then gone. Even the sky leaves footprints here, but only for a second. A small human light against an infinite sky. This is the desert's perfect contrast. No moisture, no fog, just clarity. The night feels like high-definition reality. Here, humility arrives fast. The desert is enormous, and the universe is larger still.
Night loosens its grip. The horizon brightens like a slow, silent promise.
Morning resets the desert. New shadows, new colors, the same endless space.
Leaving feels strange. Like waking from a dream you can still taste in the air.
The desert doesn't say goodbye. It simply remains, vast, dry, and unforgettable.
This was an AI-imagined journey inspired by Earth's driest deserts, salt, stone, steam, and